Yeah, so I suppose the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality is replacing the reality that we're in. So that's examples as games, so that you're going into a game world and that's replacing the entirety of what you see. Other examples are in terms of 360 videos, as well as like tours. All of those, you're in a headset environment usually, and it's completely encompassing the world that you're in. Augmented reality instead is more of layer, creating another layer onto for existing reality, so you're augmenting it. Examples of that could be like Pokemon Go, but even a standard map program is using a version of augmented reality. Then we have examples like mixed reality, where if you've used a headset before, it has pass-through technology that allows you to use cameras in the headset to see the environment around you and interact with it in a virtual space. And all of those together is what we call XR, or extended reality. It's a catch-all term for all of them. Yeah, I suppose right now, AR, VR, and the greater XR space is, I think it's still early days for it, but it is becoming more and more ubiquitous. I think where I see it now, there's a lot of utility for it, particularly in training. So VR can be very useful in training. So, for example, pilots, truck drivers, things that might be like dangerous, areas to initially learn. You can use VR to enhance your skills and kind of get the initial basics right. But also you can then come back to that and then improve and then your skills and keep them keep them fluid going forward. So AR can be very useful in terms of support. So in environments where you need a lot of technical skills, you can use augmented reality to scan QR codes of complex machinery and allow you to click videos, show how it's working. Examples like that there are the early stages of it, but getting more and more advanced as we go on. I suppose the big advantage AR and VR was education, because it allows training, teaching to be a lot more immersive. So you can put people into environments where you can learn while seeing these things in action. So a good example of that would be in terms of VR training. So examples might be like surgeons. Surgeons are able to use VR to train how to safely operate on people, and they're also able to kind of maintain their skills using it. As well as that, other examples with AR, VR can be lorry drivers or welders. All of these kind of skill sets where a lot of the work controls can be learned in a safe environment, and then allows to do it over and over again in the third person sense. Working as an XR consultant, it's always really interesting to see the next trends developing, and you're always able to see the next state-of-the-art technology. But it's also a balancing act, because as we're consultants, we're working with business on a day-to-day basis, and we have to balance both the next gen aspects of it, but also something that's really actually got utility within the business. So often what we're doing is we're learning these skill sets, what new tools are, but when implemented within a business, we may go with a more standard tool, so something that has a good bit of support behind it that may have been already out for a year or so. And that means that when we're implementing within the business, it's a less volatile scenario for them, so they can integrate it in a safe way that they know that their tool is going to be still running in a year's time. But what we are then doing in tandem is looking at the next thing coming down a year or two later, and always trying to keep on top of things. Yeah. Yeah. So I suppose in terms of user experience and my background, My actual background is in game development, so I ran a video game studio for about 7 years, and user experience was always a core part of that. And what that is the flow and the flow of the aspects of where the natural progression should be for the user. And to me, that was a core part of what's called game design. So you're looking at what the player should do, where they're expected to go next, and what they should expect to see. So you want surprises, but you also want them to understand and intuitively understand what they should be doing. That all flowed quite neatly into XR as well, because when you're implementing AR and VR solutions, all of those aspects are still incredibly important, particularly at people who've never utilized these tools before. So you want an intuitive interface, you want intuitive menus, you want intuitive flow throughout the entire experience.